We are beginning the journey to fetch water for the needs of the orphans. We do this 3 times per day, every day of the week. It takes a lot of water for cooking, drinking, and bathing 400 kids. Meet our new addition to the River Jordan Orphanage, our donkey. We have named King David. He is a strong and well-behaved, very sweet donkey from the Mount Elgon region. He loves to work and we love him so much. At River Jordan Orphanage, we work together as a family and collect water as one of the cause that the kids assist with. Before we can start our journey, the jerrycans must be loaded into the donkey cart and the kids pitch in with this task. When all is loaded, we start out our long journey to the water hole on foot and in good weather. When the roads are dry, it takes us 30 minutes to get from the orphanage to the water hole. The water that we harvest from the water holes seeps from the ground and is used by the whole community, including the animals that dwell in the area. It's contaminated with bacteria, other filth as well as many worms. If we don't have water purification chemical called water guard, the water makes the children so sick that they must seek medical care and they miss school and suffer a lot of discomfort. If we have money to buy water guard, the water is safer as the worms and bacteria are killed. Joseph, our co-manager, and my brother supervises the whole collection process from beginning to the end. We have many types of roads to contend with as we make our way to the water hole, and when it rains, these roads can be extremely difficult to use. Finally, we arrived. We see little girls carrying out their water. In our culture, girls carry the weight on their heads, while boys, we have more muscle mass in their arms and back, can carry the weight at the side of their bodies. Our boys begin to offload the jerrycans from the cart, and in single file, the children carry the cans to where the water is collected. We see one little boy named Moy trying to find a shortcut to get to the water hole before all the others. He wanted to be the first one to arrive. We see kids walking carrying cans, and we must realize that the slope makes it risky for fall. So everyone needs to use extremely caution to prevent slipping and falling. The slope is steep and difficult to traverse. The kids are allowed to carry empty jerrycans only, as it is too risky for them to try to maneuver up a slope with a heavy can. Joseph and Dennis, who are adults, are the only ones allowed to carry the full jerrycans up the slope, but this is risky even for adults, because rain makes this slope very slippery, and Joseph could slip and hit his head on the rock. Here we see the process of filling the jerry cans. We have assigned one little boy to fill all the cans. Only one is allowed at a time at the hole, as we must share the sport with the community. There is a tree here at the water hole which superstition credited for drawing up the water. We know that it is not true, but it is local belief. We meet a lady from the community who has also come to fetch water this day. She collects her water alongside of our River Jordan Orphanage boy who is working to fill our cans. There is an additional problem with having to rely on water hole, as they are prone to drying up in the dry season. At any time, this hole can stop producing water for us, and we will be required to walk for 1 hour and 20 minutes to another water source. This secondary source is very difficult as there is a large hill on the return trip that is so hard to climb carrying full cans. Before we got King David, the donkey, this was common practice, carrying by hands. After 1.5 hours, the jerry cans are full and we can carry them up the slope and load them on the donkey cart for our return to the orphanage. We leave the little boy to continue filling cans that we will pick up on our return trip. We do this 3 times per day with the new donkey cart and the jerry cans. Before we had this, we made many more trips, and it was an all-day process. Thank you for watching, and please share this great need. We really need help with water at the orphanage. We're really suffering. We're really suffering with the long distance fetching water. It's just exhausting. Thank you guys. Share widely, and please subscribe to our channel. Bye bye.
Ndetwe bana niko tunaye